That's the big question on the debate as we, of course, open this up to our panel who are joining us. Vineeta Hariharan, spokesperson of the BJP. S. Balan, advocate and political analyst with us. And we'll also, of course, very soon be joined in by J.K. Tripathi, former ambassador as well. Let me take this across first to the BJP here. Vineeta, a very good evening to you. Interesting that the Kerala government, of course, comes up with this idea. Now, there has been a defense that has come in from the Chief Secretary, not one, but a couple of times. They say they understand the differences between, the state list, the concurrent list and the union list. They're not in any way trying to interfere with the union's role. What do you make of this move in the first place? If it is not interference with, something on the centre's list, how does the BJP really perceive this as?
Good evening. Thank you for having me on your show. Definitely, it's a blatant violation of the union list of the Constitution, as has been read repeatedly by the spokesperson of MEA. We don't need to reiterate the provisions of the Constitution, but as it is said in the Constitution, this is the sole prerogative of any item which brings the union in relation with any foreign country is the sole prerogative of the union government. So by appointing a Secretary of External Cooperation, the Kerala government is actually encroaching on a domain which is reserved exclusively for the central government. And then there is also Article 257, which says the executive power of every state shall be exercised as not to impede or prejudice the exercise of the executive power of the union. So when you have another authority in the state government dealing with external cooperation, then definitely it is undermining the central authority. It is creating confusion. The foreign delegates or the foreign ministries, the foreign authorities whoever come to India regarding Kerala's issues, regarding Kerala's issues, where will they go? Will they go to the Secretary for Cooperation or will they go to the central government? It's creating a lot of confusion. It's creating administrative complexities. Yeah. And he was already the Secretary of NORCA. Dr. Vasaki has already been the Secretary of NORCA. If we have a NORCA department, then why then create another position for Secretary for External Cooperation? Therefore, definitely the mandate or the intent is to go beyond the reach of what the Kerala government or any state government is entitled to. NORCA was definitely within constitutional framework, that is to take care of non-resident Kerala people who reside abroad, and to take care of their welfare and facilitate, provisions for them. So that was also headed by an IAS officer, and she herself was the Secretary of NORCA. So why then create another position called Ministry of Cooperation? Definitely it's going one step beyond what the state government is mandated to do. So it is a blatant violation of the constitutional frameworks, and I think Kerala is really stepping ahead of its mandate when it creates a position like this. And then creating infrastructure, creating bureaucratic, administrative structures under.
Vineeta, can this position be really looked at as a bridge? Because, there is, of course, a large number of people from Kerala who reside abroad, who work abroad. Now, there are multiple issues that they face. Now, like Mr. Secy was pointing out that he as an MP as well gets many requests. So can this really serve as a bridge? Not interfering in what the centre does, but probably periodically, of course, being in touch with somebody from the External Affairs Ministry, being that bridge between the state and the centre. Can the role be defined something like that? And is that okay with the BJP?
So which is what I said, there is already a department of NORCA, which is Non-Resident Kerala Association Authority, so which is mandated, which is also within the constitutional framework, and this particular officer was already the Secretary of NORCA. Then why create a special post for external cooperation? The word external cooperation means, dealing with the mandate of the union government, which is dealing with foreign external agencies. So which is a particular mandate of the union government, which the Constitution has provided for, keeping in mind certain sensitivities to this issue of dealing with external agencies. Dealing with the people who reside, people from Kerala who reside abroad, that there is already
Let me bring in Mr. Balan as well here, and let me see if he has a response to what you said. Mr. Balan, there, Vineeta says, well, there is a position already there which is acting as a bridge. There is an agency doing this. There's already a person, of course, who is looking after all of this. And now, in what way does this really serve any purpose?
In front of me. Let me read the order. External cooperation. External cooperation is different from external relation and foreign affairs. Kerala government indeed know what is external relationship. Similar officials are appointed in Gujarat. Mr. Prime Minister of India, Modi, he appointed it. Similar official is appointed in Haryana. Similar officer is appointed in Maharashtra when Fadnews went abroad. This is external cooperation is different from external relationship, external affairs. There is a track record for this. So that doesn't mean that the state government is intervening in the external affairs. It is not external affairs. So this is one. This is a misinformation, mischievous and dubious attitude of the BJP and external ministry. So there is an officer to coordinate with the people of Kerala. It is only external cooperation. So the question is put in the parliament, the question number 2970. The answer of Minister of External Affairs Ministers, Mr. Singh, who is none other than the ex-army chief. So this is a dubious attitude. I don't find any misgiving. It's all within the purview of Indian constitution and the Kerala government and the attitude of the Gujarat government, Haryana government and Maharashtra are one and the same. See, this indicates the BJP and MEA targeting the opposition ruled states because lot of people are working in abroad. They need some officials to coordinate between the center and the state. So there is nothing constitutional violation. It is within the purview of constitution, and the president is Gujarat itself when Prime Minister Modi was Chief Minister of Gujarat.